Yeah, it's great to be back in Barcelona. I'm really excited, a place that I can feel with my heart and soul. And certainly the last year and a half has been a challenge for many. I've just been in the world of pivoting, like many people, and seeing where we can take hashtag ChefOn Tour. Now we're in a situation where we've remolded the content, and it's a great place to be. We've decided to create 12 very engaging and impactful interviews with what we call our lifestyle storytellers, from sustainability, LGBTQ, cannabis, street art, to design, fashion, entrepreneur, gastronomy, tech, everything that makes up a lifestyle a lifestyle. A second piece of that micro content that we've created is really capturing the essence of the city, and really two very distinct parties or events that we are doing for 45 guests or under, and UNESCO World Heritage Site-esque locations. The first one we've done at Camp Nou in, many know, that's in here in Barcelona, the face of Barcelona, and arguably the largest football club in the world. And then the second is in a speakeasy in Poblenou, and that's about all we can tell you for now. That is absolutely right. Especially in the last 18 months, what we've experienced is a giant jump in people consuming digital content. What's more sexier than food and travel? Combine that with lifestyle, and we're getting a lot of eyeballs on what we're doing. Certainly the direction of what we see with digital content going forward, and Barcelona is our first stop. Yeah, so, it's the first stop, let's call it version 2.0 of hashtag ChefOn Tour. We started in Panama, we moved to Bogota, Colombia, got a lot of steam, jumped into Rio de Janeiro, and then, of course, we all know what happened. So as we started to create a new footprint, Barcelona was the city that I chose to start back up. It was very important for me. I have a lot of great relationships here. There are a lot of people that I am dialed into personally as well. A lot of businesses have been disrupted. You could certainly see what effect the situation that we've been through has had on everyone, including countries and cities' GDP. In Barcelona, roughly about 12% of their GDP is dedicated exclusively to travel and tourism. So it's been a major hit. And what we want to do is be able to show people out there who can travel, or maybe they cannot travel, or they don't feel comfortable to travel right at this moment, what's actually happening in the world and what's happening in Barcelona. Yeah, so collectively with the content, our focus is on the social media world, any digital platform that we feel that there's a fit with our demographic. So realistically, YouTube is making a very big push for YouTube Shorts. Of course, regular YouTube content. We know that YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world, and we just really love the positioning there and how we can create different channels and different aspects of what we're doing. Also in competition, and one of my biggest following areas is Instagram. Instagram for me, live Instagram stories, Instagram regular posts, Instagram reels on the shorter, smaller content. So we're really able to capture at the essence of a city and the content that we're creating in different size bites or different formats. Of course, the usual suspects, which are Facebook, which is in the process of rebranding, Pinterest, Twitch is a very special one that we're looking at as well, and everything in between. And so the idea is to be able to create this digital content and push it out through all of these different platforms for different people who like to consume content differently. So some people like to look at Instagram, some people like to look at Twitch, some people like to look at TikTok, and we didn't mention TikTok, but we're gonna make a strong push at TikTok because we really like the direction of that, and it really speaks to our demographic. Our main demographic is a 24 to 35-year-old, and as TikTok is starting to evolve, it's not just a younger generation, it's actually moving into the middle, which is very enticing for us. Yeah, so I think that we'll be, I'll be jumping around as always, zipping in and out of the markets, which will be another content piece, and really getting into the underbelly of what the Catalan and Spanish cuisine is about. So we get to play with a lot of different products, and for me it's about incorporating those products, those flavors and those textures into what I do personally with my cooking style, which is really a global cooking style from the different parts of the world that I've either lived in, which is about 9 countries total, or that I've traveled to and been able to capture somewhat of an essence of what that's about. That's a great question. There's so many cities that we're looking at right now. I think after we've reestablished our positioning with hashtag ChefOn Tour, we called it 2.0, and getting ready to go out there for the second run. Medellin is definitely high on the radar. Oaxaca in Mexico is very sexy. We jump into Asia, we'll look at Taipei, we'll look at Bangkok, which is one of the largest travel to cities in the world consecutively. Siargao in the Philippines, Colombo in Sri Lanka, and then we're talking, we're back into Europe. We're looking at Amsterdam, Tel Aviv, Istanbul, Rome, Milan, Stockholm. It just goes from there. So there are a lot of places, and of course I live part-time in Brazil, and it's great to jump back in Brazil, and there's so much digital content we can create there. The goal is to there's so many goals, I think, in so many different directions. I think for the audience, just to get them really engaged, to get them laughing, to get them crying, to get them to pick up their phone and lick their phone, to get them into a situation where they feel like they're traveling with me and they're part of this journey. And some people are not traveling, as I said earlier, or some people are just starting to put their toe into the water, metaphorically speaking. So because that's the case, we want to make sure that we bring them closer to the cities, bring the world to them until they feel that they can go back out there. And really, certainly with the demographic that we spoke about, I think experiences outweigh anything material. So because that's the case, and because that's the driver, make them really understand and see really what the beat and the feel of a city is, so much more than what we see on the surface. So really to go another layer deeper into the skin of it. And that's just one area, or forward-facing area, that we're seeing right now with the content that we're creating. Yeah, the next event is a complete secret, but as they always are. But I do believe that we are going to be offering a little giveaway or raffle to entice all of our fans and our community to bring a person, maybe two, to the next event here in Barcelona. So stay tuned. All right, gang, so I want to thank all my friends at Barcelona Metropolitan. Don't forget to check them out. They always support them back. They give so much great content to the expat community and beyond. And take a look at this. The rooftop here at berostar on Plaza Catalunya. Definitely worth your time and a drink. Hashtag ChefOn Tour, at Chef Charles Webb on social media. We'll see you guys soon.